Megan from GrowingGreat, and today we're going to be doing the see, hear, smell, touch, and taste activity, where we explore how we use our 5 senses when we experience food. Let's see what we need to get started. For this activity, you can use any foods, spices, or herbs you have available in your kitchen. Here's what I had on hand. I chose 2 dry spices, cilantro and paprika, 2 fresh herbs, mint and rosemary from my garden, and then some frozen berries and canned green beans. But remember, you don't have to use these exact food items. You can use anything you have around your house. So let's get started. Observe what you notice about the food or herbs just with your eyes. Let's take a look. As I was observing the mint, I noticed that each leaf has tiny hairs on it. And as I looked closely at the paprika spice I was using, I noticed that while the spice looks red from far away, it has red, yellow, and orange pieces in it. You'll be amazed what you can see when you take a closer look at food items. Next, let's see what we can hear. When I listened to my food, I made some amazing discoveries. First, with the dried cilantro, I noticed that if I crumpled it up even more, it sounded like paper. Then, with my berries, I noticed that the bigger berry made a louder noise when I dropped it than the smaller berry. Here, listen. Next, let's see what happens when we smell our food. For smell, I observed both my mint and rosemary. First, I smelled them just on their stalk. This reminds me of gum, the smell of spearmint gum. And the rosemary smells almost a little bit sweet. I also noticed that after I smelled the herbs, my fingers smelled a little bit like them, and that smell got stronger if I rubbed my fingers on the leaf first. So minty. Now let's see what happens when we touch our food. For touch, I decided to explore my canned green beans. I noticed that the outside of the green bean felt cold and smooth and wet, and that when I opened up the green bean, there were seeds inside. Look how amazing. Then I touched the seeds, which actually felt different. They felt smooth and rubbery. Now, our last observation is taste. So let's see what some of these things taste like. For tasting, I decided to try the paprika and the berries. So for the paprika, I'll just taste a little bit because it can be pretty strong. And the paprika tastes spicy and smoky. And now I'll taste a berry. And the berry tastes sweet and cold, and the seeds inside are actually a little bit crunchy. I hope you had fun today. Remember, you can do this activity at home with any ingredients. You could even do it at the dinner table. Just take 1 minute before you eat your food to notice how it looks, smells, feels, and sounds. Now, if you do this activity at home with your child, be sure to send a picture to this email right here, and GrowingGreat will send you one of our favorite books. I had a great time today, and I'll see you next time.